common question that I get about boudoir photography is how much are you retouching the photos? And the honest answer is very little. As little as I can get away with, because I don't think it's really necessary. I learned early on to get it right in camera with the use of posing, lighting and shadows, and selecting wardrobe that is good for your body shape. Yeah, and I don't have to do much retouching at all. So what I do, my process is I will edit the raw files. And that includes maybe adjusting the exposure slightly if I got it off in camera. Maybe bumping up the blacks a little bit so that you see the depth in them. And that's it there. And then once my clients select their final images for product, then I will go in and do a little bit of a fine-tune retouch, which is removing any blemishes that are not a permanent part of their bodies. Smoothing the skin a little bit, but not so the texture is removed. I love skin texture. Cellulite, we will get rid of cellulite. Nobody really wants to see that. And also that's sometimes caused from lighting and shadows, and it's not a true reflection of what we see with the eye. So that goes away. I don't really do heavy filtered looking photos, and that's for a very specific reason. I want your photos to remain timeless. I don't want you to look at your photo later on and think, oh my gosh, that was the trend, that look, and you already hate it then because it was so overdone. You know, selective coloring comes to mind. Remember the black and white photo with like just the red lips showing or the red rose? That's completely dated now, and people make fun of it. Maybe that's just in the photographer crowd that I hang in, but they definitely make fun of that, and nobody asks for that anymore. So I don't want that to happen to your photos. And I also don't want your photos to look like everybody else's. You chose me for a reason, and I think it's based on the style of my photography, which every photographer has a different style. So I try to keep mine well lit, dramatically lit, kind of glossy and sexy and classic at the same time. So yeah, that's what you're getting with me, and I'm not going to follow the trends, and I'm not going to over retouch you, but it is going to be a polished version of yourself. And it's what I see in you when I'm taking the shot. So, and I get excited every time I see that. So that's what you're going to see in your photos, not an overly retouched version of you.